Today I'm talking a little bit about digital transformation, and I split these videos into two parts because for any B2B company there's effectively two ways to look at digital transformation. There's the first part, which is identifying or how you identify that you're in need of some digital transformation, and that's what this video is focused on. And the next video will be around how Acromedia can actually help you with that digital transformation process. So for this first video, how to identify that you're in need of some digital transformation. Well, most B2B companies, in truth, are in need of some, the scale of which varies from company to company, but some of the consistencies that we see around companies that are trying to move forward and digitize their sales system, their back-end operational systems, their workflows, are that they typically have some old antiquated systems in place. So they have a lot of legacy systems that are used for inventory or products or fulfillment, CRM information, etc., but old systems that they can't necessarily move away from or not in any rush to, but they're concerned that it's holding them back from creating cool, innovative front ends for their customers to use. Some of the other things are that they are seeing that their competitors are doing much more than them online in servicing their customers, or they see that there's an opportunity to do that because no one in their space is, right? And the thing to consider or always remember with B2B is, e-commerce is key for B2B companies now. Customers expect to have an e-commerce-like experience, but e-commerce for B2B companies isn't the same as B2C. It's not simply, going through a catalog, through a bunch of products, putting in your credit card and purchasing. I mean, it can be in some cases, but there's a lot more complexity typically to B2B. There's account information, accounts receivable, purchase orders, large custom products that need a salesman's touch and custom quoting and all of those pieces. But there are also is a lot of supplementary services typically. So maybe that's reordering typical products that supplement the main product that they've bought from you. There's training programs, there's certifications, there's a bunch of different pieces that they can be automated through an e-commerce system that isn't simply just a credit card purchase. So companies looking at ways to assist and augment their sales team also. Websites aren't always meant to replace salespeople. They can help them. It can be a front-end interface so that when your salespeople still physically meet your customers or your prospects, they now have better tools that they can show modeling of products or the add-ons or all the different ways in which that they currently sell. You can create tools to help them quote on the fly. So whereas it would have been typically a longer process with a solutions architect, it can now be a much quicker thing with some software and some business logic built into that to assist your salesperson in real time in selling. So again, lots of reasons why digital transformation can be helpful. It's getting out of that mindset that it's simply an e-commerce site. E-commerce for B2B occurs in a lot of different ways, and it's not always as direct as just a credit card transaction. So if you're a company and you're finding that some of the things that I mentioned in this short video are resonating, then you may well be a fit for some sort of digital transformation. And your next step would be to maybe have some conversations with companies like ours that specialize in helping companies make that transition. Part 2 will be shortly, and then it'll explain what it is that we do exactly. All right, thank you.